Hi, this is Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa, and today I'm going to show you how you can use ink with your embossing folders. Now, I've showed you this before with alcohol inks, but I'm going to show you this with just regular Memento ink, and I want to show you how it looks differently if you do the ink pad directly to the embossed paper, or if you put the ink on the embossing folder and emboss it that way. So those are the two looks we're going to go for, and I'm going to show you those. It'll be interesting to hear what you guys think as far as the difference in what you would think it would look darker or lighter, or what you think the actual outcome would be, because I was actually surprised. So I'm excited to see what your input is. So please be sure to leave a comment or send me a message, or leave a comment on the YouTube channel or video. I'm sorry, that is the same thing basically. It's a long day already. Our YouTube channel or our blog/email. We'd love to hear from you. Anyway, if you want to check out our website, it's www.acreativejourneywithmelissa.com, and we have a whole bunch of different stamps, including autism awareness, breast cancer awareness, awareness ribbon stamps, basically that will cover pretty much any cause that you're going for as far as awareness causes. And we also have some fantastic sign language stamps. We have awesome coffee stamps, and we have some new ones coming up this year, so I'm pretty excited about that too. So with that, we do typically give away something every week, so make sure that you are a subscriber to our YouTube channel and to our blog/email, and you will be entered to win. I do check to make sure that you're subscribed to both. If you are not subscribed to both, you would not qualify. If you do have an email that does not match either the blog and or the YouTube, let me know so I can put you on the list so I know that it's you, and then you'll be all set to go. Now I've got all that rigmarole gone through, I will get started. So all you need, very simple, is you need a manual die cut machine. You'll need some paper. You'll need an awesome embossing folder and some awesome stamping ink, is what I was trying to say. So with that, you want to make sure you have the right platforms out. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to do the first one, which is pretty simple. And I'm going to just take one piece of paper here. We don't need the ink right now. And we're going to take one piece of paper. We're going to place that right directly inside the embossing folder, like so. You pretty much want to try to get it straight so it looks good on your creation, okay? So that's important. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to take your platform. We're going to open this up here. We need it to be on tab 1. And we're going to put our clear platform down, and then we're going to put our embossing folder down, and then we're going to put our other our other platform, clear platform, on top of it, and we're just going to run it right through, okay? Like so. I'm going to hold on to that machine so it doesn't go flying. That would be bad. We don't want that to happen. Okay, so that's done. Now that's just the plain, regular embossed paper, and I will show you what that looks like. And that's right there. So that is your plain embossed paper. Okay, so we're going to set that aside. In the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put some ink on top of our embossing folder, because we want to make sure that we can show you the other way I was talking about. So what we're going to do is we're simply going to just take our cute little embossing folder and our ink, and we're going to go ahead and ink right here, okay? So that you can see exactly what it's going to look like, all right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the ink, and we're just going to go like this. We're just going to ink right on top of that embossing folder. Now make sure the ink that you use is water soluble, or else you will stain. And you don't want to stain your embossing folder. That would be bad, right? Probably not what you're looking for. The other thing too, if you want to do this, make sure that whatever pattern you're using, you want it to be on your paper. For example, do you see the little brush marks on here? I kind of want that, so I'm going to kind of do this at the end, so they'll kind of look like brush marks on my paper. And you'll see what I mean in just a moment. Gotta put that ink away. We're going to put our paper right on top here. Okay. I'm just kind of moving it around a little bit till I get it to where I want. I don't want to push too hard because I don't want the ink to go all over. That looks pretty good. Okay, so we centered it for the most part, And that's what we got. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put our embossing folder on top of that clear platform and the regular platform again, and we're going to run it through the other way. Okay, so I can show you the difference. There we go. So that's done. I'm going to put this machine down. Trying to get it out of my way a little bit. Okay. So now what we have is we have that. Okay. So it's a little bit lighter than the other one will come out. I will show you also what I do to clean this off. I use these little makeup cotton pads. They tend to work pretty well. And I use the Stampin' Up! Mist. That's usually what I use. So I'm just going to spray this real quick and wipe it off. Sometimes it takes a couple passes, and that's okay. And see how easy it comes off? It's just pretty much piece of cake. I would suggest that you do it pretty quickly, just in case sometimes some of the pigments do like to cling on a little bit, so we want to make sure that does not happen for you. So I'm just wiping all this off, and I will, like I said, go through and do another pass of it in just a second. But I don't want you to think that this miraculously happens and I don't actually clean my stuff and everything comes out fine, because that's not reality, for one. And for two, I want to make sure you know that I'm not kidding when I say that the memento actually does come off. I don't want you to ruin any of your awesome tools, because I wouldn't want to ruin any of mine either. So I'm going to spray this one more time just to show you. And just make sure that it's all cleaned off. And this is all cleaned off. And see, there's just a little bit of pink left. And I think we're good. Yep, we're good. Just a little baby pink, but not much left. So I'm going to just wipe this area off in case there got some. Is that really a sentence? No. In case there has been some that has gotten on there. It's the short version of, the long version of what I was actually trying to say earlier. But I want to show you too, really quickly, so you can see that it's not pink anymore. So that's good, okay? So it does come off, so that's the good news. I wanted to show you that. Now, so this is the embossed one. That is the one that went through with the ink on it. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like if you actually do it this way. So, now the other thing too is, if you notice the popped up part, the embossed part, is white. That's because it actually, I did it on the other side. So I could realistically, actually not in this one, I could realistically ink this part and it won't show up the white, it'll show up the red, so it's almost going to be a positive and negative effect, but I want to show you the difference in how dark it looks. Yeah, I know, crazy, isn't it? I didn't think it would be that much darker, just because it seemed like I put a whole bunch of ink on there, but it really did come out kind of neat either way. You almost get more of a watercolor effect when you do it on the embossed folder, so I like that, but I really like the dark color too. Isn't that neat? So I think that's pretty cool. I like it, but I wanted to show you some different ways on how to use your embossing folders, and I also wanted to make sure that you knew that you're not going to ruin it if you use the Memento ink. Memento ink is my go-to ink. It just is. It's just what I do. I do not have an affiliation with them at all. I just love their product. I really do. At some point maybe I will have an affiliation, but I do not at this time, and I have not as of yet. So with that, I'm going to wipe off this stuff, because like I said, you want to make sure you wipe off your work surface and make sure that you do not leave any ink on there, because it can stain. I promise you my fingers will be red probably for about 3 days, and that's okay. Anyway, so this right here is what it looks like when you use the ink pad. This right here is what it looks like when you use the ink pad on the embossing folder and emboss it. Now I'm going to show you what I did for an example so you can see the difference. I really inked it on here, as you can see. And look how much lighter it is, this one is, to this. It's not that much lighter, but it does make a difference as to whether or not you're going to put a whole bunch of ink on like I did here. Here I just pretty much brushed it on. This I almost saturated it. So there's a whole bunch of different looks you can get with all of this. and I really think that it came out cool. So hopefully you will look at your embossing folders in a new light, because I really think it's important that we use the tools that we have and we try to make sure that we use them for as many uses as we can. So I hope that you enjoyed this little tutorial today. Hopefully I will be able to talk tomorrow. I doubt it, because normally I try to make at least a few mistakes for your see what I mean? For humor and for entertainment. That's my job, is to make you guys laugh. Hopefully when you're watching these videos in the middle of the night because you can't sleep or you feel like being creative, hopefully I put a smile on your face, because I know that you taking time to watch these puts a smile on mine. So thank you so much for joining us, and I really, really, really hope that you have a fantastic week, and thank you for going on a creative journey with Melissa. Have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye-bye.